Have you gone on a Royal Caribbean cruise and you're signed up for another one, or you're considering signing up for another one, and you noticed you have these things called Crown and Anchor points, but you're not sure what that means or what benefits they give you? If so, this video is for you. I'll go over how to earn points. I'll go over the 6 tiers within the Crown and Anchor Society, and I'll go over the benefits of each tier that you get when you're in that tier. In addition, I'll even give you a link so that you can download some cards that you can take on your next cruise so you don't miss out on any of those freebies right after this. The first thing I want to talk about is how you actually earn Crown and Anchor Society points. There are basically 3 different point totals that you can earn when you're on a cruise. Now, these points are given to you for every night that you are on a cruise ship, a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. For example, if you go on a 7-night cruise, you get 7 sets of points. Now, if you just go on the cruise with someone else and you're in a regular cabin that's not a suite, you get 1 point per night. So for a 7-night cruise, you get 7 points. There are several ways to make more than 1 point per night on the cruises that you go on. You can actually make 2 points per night if you stay in a suite, or if you cruise by yourself in a regular cabin. Now, I know Royal Caribbean is not big on studio cabins, but there are a few of them. If you stay in one of those, you only get 1 point per night. But if you stay in a regular cabin that you would normally stay in with someone else and you go by yourself, you get 2 points per night. Or if you stay in a suite, you get 2 points per night. And there's actually a way to get 3 points per night, and that's if you cruise by yourself and you stay in a suite. In Royal Caribbean's Crown and Anchor Society, there are actually 6 tiers that you can fall into. The lowest being gold, then platinum, then emerald, then diamond plus, and then Pinnacle, which is the very top. And as you can see, you don't need very many points to get the first 3 levels. So let's assume that you're going on these cruises with someone else and you're staying in a regular cabin, 1 point per night. So if you go on a 7-day cruise, when you get home and about a week or 2 weeks later, you get on your Royal Caribbean account on their webpage, you will show up as a gold member because it only takes 3 points to get to the gold tier. After that, when you get to 30 points, you will become platinum. So think about it. Each 7-day cruise is 7 points. So you're talking about 5 cruises and then you're at platinum. Emerald is 55 points, Diamond is 80 points, Diamond Plus is 175, and Pinnacle is way up there at 700 points. Now keep in mind, if you do go on the cruises by yourself or you stay in a suite, you're going to go up through the tiers much faster. And that's how actually Kat and I have gone up so quickly, is because I go on several cruises a year by myself. And one thing that's nice about Royal Caribbean is your spouse, even though Kat hasn't been on as many Royal Caribbean cruises as I have, they match her to my tier. So even though she is not the same tier as I am, she is matched to my tier, which is fantastic. And she gets all the benefits that I get from being in that tier. Now let's talk about the benefits you get at the different tiers. But let's start with 3 benefits that you get at every single tier. And those are 50% off any glass of wine, beer, or soda. And you get 2 of those per cruise. 50% off a Johnny Rockets milkshake, and you get 2 of those per cruise. And finally, you get the departure lounge with a continental breakfast, and that's a private event. Now, keep in mind that all the tiers get this, and that means that every single person on the cruise with you that has been on at least one Royal Caribbean cruise gets to go to this private event. So needless to say, it's pretty packed. And Kat and I don't go to it just for that reason. We just go up to the Windjammer and eat up there. However, it is available to you, and it is not available to people that are on the cruise for the very first time. So let's talk a little bit about this. The 50% off coupons or discounts that you get, no one's going to give those to you. So if you walk in and it's the first day of your cruise and you decide to have a beer, and you walk up to a bar and say, hey, I want a beer, they're going to charge you, if you don't have a drink package, they're going to charge you the full amount. They're not going to say, oh, do you want to use your 50% off? That has happened to me a couple times where they have actually asked, but most of the time they don't. You need to, when you go up to the bar or when you go into Johnny Rockets, you need to specifically say, I want to use my 50% off coupon. And then they'll look it up and they will give you the 50% off. The problem is, and that's why at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a link that you can download these cards. Typically, Kat and I just forget to ask. And with these cards, there's actually little check-off boxes so that you can make sure that you get all of the benefits you need. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that. Now let's take a look at the actual individual tiers, starting with the gold tier. You get 25% off any coffee beverage, and that excludes Starbucks. So if you're on one of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships that actually has a Starbucks location, you cannot use this at the Starbucks. This is a one-time 25% off discount. You can also get 10% off any internet purchase that you make on the cruise ship. The problem is, typically, it's discounted more than 10% if you pre-purchase it before you get on the cruise. So that's kind of worthless unless you totally forgot to get your internet and you walk on the cruise ship and you're like, oh my goodness, make sure they give you the 10% off. You get $2 for the Casino Royale free play, and that goes up as your tier goes up. You also get 1 free jackpot card when you buy a bingo package. You get 10% off Royal Caribbean logo products that are sold on board, but you have to spend a minimum of $25, and you get 10% off any spa service that excludes the Medi Spa service. Now let's take a look at the Platinum tier benefits. Most of these are the same as Gold tier, except they're better. And there are a few new things. This is a bigger step up than from nothing to Gold by far. So we start off with 50% off any coffee beverage that excludes Starbucks. That went up, and we get 2 of these per sailing. We also get free specialty coffee beverage. What does that mean? It means lattes, frappuccinos, and so on, with purchase of a specialty restaurant dinner. So if you go to a specialty restaurant for dinner, you get a free latte or cappuccino or whatever specialty drink you want, but it can't have alcohol in it. There's no alcohol drinks free with that. You get 15% off any internet package if you purchase it on board, so that went up. You get $4 of Casino Royale free play. That went up, and again, you can only use that in slot machines. And you get 3 jackpot cards when you buy a bingo package. and that went up as well. You also get 20% off a single photo, a photo package, or a photo book. Moving on, you can get 10% off any Royal Caribbean logoed product sold on board. That's obviously the same. You can get 15% off any spa service. That excludes the Medi Spa services. You can get $5 off a $25 dry clean or press service. And you can also get $5 off a $34.99 wash and fold laundry bag. In addition to that, you finally have access to the top tier event on 5 or more night sailings. Now, what is that? It's a special event that sometimes is held in the main theater, sometimes in the Oasis class ships, it's held out on the boardwalk. It's in different places, depending on how many people they feel are going to attend. And basically, you go to this event, you get free champagne, the captain will come out and say hi, the hotel director will come out and say hi. Typically, the entertainers will do a small show just for you and the other people that are there. They'll talk a little bit about the ship, and then they showed the number of the top tier passengers. So they went through and they said, this is how many gold tier passengers are on board, this is how many platinum, and so on. And then they actually bring up on stage the people that have cruised the most. And man, is it mind-boggling the number of days or the number of Crown and Anchor Society points some of these people have. They must live on the cruise ship. In addition, you can now get robes, Royal Caribbean robes, to use when you're on board. And just like the discounts we talked about earlier, they're not going to give those to you unless you ask. So you have to ask your room steward, say, hey, can I get a robe, or can I get the 2 robes if there's 2 of you in the room? And they will bring you the robes. Moving on to the Emerald tier. The Emerald tier is a very small step up. So you don't get a lot of new things. You just get some very small incremental increases to what you already have. You get 50% off any coffee beverage, excludes Starbucks. You get 2 coupons per sailing, so that's the same. You get free specialty coffee beverages for every purchase of a specialty dining restaurant dinner, which is the same. You get 15% off any internet package purchased on board. You do get an upgrade in the Casino Royale free play to $6, and you get 6 free jackpot cards when you buy a bingo package. And you get 25% off a single photo package, or photo book, and that is up a whopping 5%. In addition, you get the same 10% off Royal Caribbean logoed products sold on board. You get 15% off any spa service. That excludes the Medi Spa services. You get $5 off the $25 dry cleaning or press service. And just like before, you get $5 off the $34.99 wash and fold laundry bag. And that's just on 5 or more night cruises. You get the top tier event on the 5 or more night cruises. However, you do get a lapel pin. So if you're one of those people that likes to show everyone your status, you can put that lapel pin on your shirt or your lapel and walk around the cruise ship with it. You also get the robes that you can use on board. And finally, something new as well, you get 2 complimentary welcome waters per adult in your cabin. Moving up to the Diamond tier, this is a big step forward. So you get 4 free complimentary daily drinks up to $14. That includes alcohol, so wine, beer, mixed drinks, coffee beverages, soda, anything you want. You get 4 of those per day, which is fantastic. You get free specialty coffee beverages, just like the lower level, just like before, with a purchase of a specialty restaurant dinner. You get 1 free day of the Voom internet. That's only for 1 device and 1 person. You get $6 off the Casino Royale free play and 6 free jackpot cards when you buy a bingo package. You get 30% off a single photo, a photo package, or a photo book. In addition, you get 15% off Royal Caribbean logo products sold on the ship. That went up a little bit. You get 20% off any spa service, excluding the Medi Spa services. And just like before, you get $5 off a $25 dry cleaning or press service. However, you get $10 off the $34.99 wash and fold laundry bag on the 5-night or more cruises. You get to obviously go to the exclusive top tier event, and you still get a lapel pin. You get your robes to use on board, and you get your 2 complimentary waters per adult in your cabin when you arrive. In addition, you get several new things as well. You get to be on the priority wait list for seating in the main dining room, shore excursions, and the Vitality Spa services. So if you need to get on a wait list, you basically get put to the top of it. You get 1 free digital or printed photo of your choice. You get the up close and personal with our entertainment family event. So it's kind of like the top tier event where the performers do a special show for the people there. Same idea. You get access to the Crown Lounge with the nightly happy hour, and you get the chef's choice on a 5 or more night cruises. So what does that mean? Basically, the chef has leftover stuff, and you'll find it in your cabin when you arrive on the cruise ship. So it might be something as good as chocolate-covered strawberries. It might be some leftover pastries that they had from the last cruise, but you'll get something that the chef picks out, and it'll be in your cabin. At 140 cruise points, you will also get a crystal block for the milestone recognition that you are getting. So basically, it's a paperweight that's made out of crystal, and you'll get it when you get to 140 points. So it's kind of between Diamond and Diamond Plus. Moving on to Diamond Plus, and we're going to go through these fairly quickly. You get 5 free complimentary daily drinks. You get the free specialty coffee beverages with your purchase of a specialty dining restaurant dinner. You get 2 free days of the Voom internet service. You get $6 of the Casino Royale free play. You get 6 free jackpot cards when you purchase a bingo package, and you get 30% off a single photo package, or photo book. In addition, you get 15% off Royal Caribbean logoed products that you purchase on board. Remember, it's a minimum $25 purchase. You get 20% off any spa service, excluding the Medi Spa services. You get $5 off a $25 dry clean or press service. You get $10 off the $34.99 wash and fold laundry bag. You still get to go to the exclusive top tier event on 5 or more night sailings, and you get your lapel pin. You get your robes for use on board. You get 3, an extra 1, complimentary waters per adult. You get to be on the priority wait list for the main dining room, shore excursions, and spa services. You get the one free digital or printed photo of your choice. You get to attend the up close and personal event with the entertainment family. You get to go in the Crown Lounge and you have access to the nightly happy hour. You get the chef's choice again on 5 or more night cruises. And you get another crystal block at 210 cruise points. You get several of these at different spots, and you can get more than just one milestone crystal block. In addition, when you purchase a specialty dining restaurant dinner during your first or second night of your cruise, you will get a guest that can attend with you for free. You get a 30% discount on the deluxe beverage package if you purchase it on board. You get priority access and seating at the theater, ice show, and aqua theater events. You get to have cheers with an officer. That's when you have 340 or more points on 7 or more night cruises. So basically, if you have more than 340 points and you're on a 7-night cruise or longer, you get to have a drink with one of the officers. You have one free $34.99 wash and fold on 5 or more night cruises, and you get upgraded bathroom amenities for people with more than 340 points. As you can see in this tier, it gets broken up quite a bit because there's quite a bit of a difference between the start of Diamond Plus and the start of the Pinnacle Club. So you're going to be Diamond Plus for a long time. Also, you get complimentary amenities, one per household. Now, what does that mean? It's just like the chef's choice, except better. There's a whole list online, and I'll put a link to it in the description, of these amenities that you can pick from. And depending on how long the cruise is and depending on your points and so on, you pick things from this list. It could be a bottle of wine, it could be a cheese plate. So it's kind of like the chef's choice, but it's now your choice instead, and you can get some nicer stuff as well. And finally, we're at the Pinnacle Club tier. So after you've gone on 100 7-day cruises in a regular cabin, you will reach the Pinnacle Club. So let's go through these again fairly quickly so that we can see all the benefits you get at this tier. You start with 6 free complimentary daily drinks. You still get a free specialty coffee beverage for every specialty dining restaurant dinner that you book. You get free internet for the length of the cruise. You get $6 Casino Royale free play. You get 6 free jackpot cards when you buy a bingo package, and you get 30% off a single photo package or photo book. In addition, you get 15% off the Royal Caribbean logo products if you spend $25 or more. You get 20% off any spa service, excluding the Medi Spa services. You get $5 off a $25 dry clean or press service. You get $10 off a $34.99 wash and fold laundry bag on 5 or more night cruises. You still get to go to the exclusive top tier event, but this time you get a personalized lapel pin. You get to use the robes while you're on board. You get 3 complimentary water bottles for each adult. You get the priority wait list for the main dining room, shore excursions, and spa services. You get 1 free digital or printed photo of your choice. You get to attend the up close and personal event with the entertainment staff. You get the access to the Crown Lounge with a nightly happy hour. You still get the chef's choice. You will receive a crystal milestone block every 70 points starting at your Pinnacle level. You can have a guest accompany you for free to every specialty dining restaurant that you book a dinner for. You get a 40% discount on the deluxe dinner packages if you pay for them while on board. You have priority access and seating at the theater, ice shows, and aqua theater. You get to have a drink with an officer, just like you did at the Diamond Plus level. You get 1 free $34.99 wash and fold bag on 5 or more night cruises, and you get the upgraded bathroom amenities. You also get $25 off dining on 5 or more night cruises. This is on the Oasis and Quantum class only, specialty dinners. So if you want to book dinner at Chops on either an Oasis or Quantum class ship, you'll get $25 off. You get an exclusive daily breakfast at a specialty restaurant. This is determined by the ship, so it'll change from ship to ship. You get access to the suite and concierge lounge. This is subject to availability. So if there are a lot of suite guests and there's pretty much no room, you might get cut from that. And you get flexible arrival times, which means you can arrive up to an hour before or an hour after your scheduled check-in time. And finally, you still get the complimentary amenities, except for you're going to get more than one in this case, and you get to eat at the Coastal Kitchen. Basically, if you're a Pinnacle Club member, you'll be notified on the first day of the cruise if you will have access to this. Again, it all depends on how many suite guests there are. One last thing I want to point out that you get at every single tier that I didn't mention in the beginning because it's such a minor thing is you do get a discount on a single glass of wine, a single beer, or a single soda. So if you are a gold tier member, you get 10% off 1 glass of wine or 1 beer or 1 soda. If you're a diamond level, you get 20% off. If you're Pinnacle Club or Diamond Plus, you get 25% off. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. And as I mentioned in the beginning, this is where I'm going to go over the Society privilege cards that you can download for absolutely nothing. And if you made it all the way through, that's great. If you skipped all the way to the end, yeah, missed a lot of really good information. Anyway, these cards, these Society privilege cards, are 4 cards printed on one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And what you do is follow the link, download the image, print it out, and then cut it in half both lengthwise and heightwise, and you'll have the 4 cards. Might be better to print it out on cardstock, but that's up to you. And there is 1 set of cards per tier, and it has check boxes to check off when you've done the 50% off for both Johnny Rocket milkshakes and so on. And it also it has a list of items that you need to make sure you take advantage of. So just follow the link at the end and you'll be able to download these. Now, as of recording, only the first 3 tiers are up, gold, platinum, and emerald, but the other ones should be up shortly. So if you go to the link and there's only 3 of them up, just check back. They'll be up in a week. Thank you for watching. My name's Sean, and you've been watching Third Orbit Travelers. If you got any benefit at all out of this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're interested in travel, long-form travel vlogs, in-depth videos like this, port tours, cruise ship tours. Consider subscribing. See you next time.